And a lot of people don't know. And Damon Dash was my first promoter after I got out of the Olympic Games.
You better get back in the gym before you start coming over here.
I do believe that you've been blackballed a little bit to a sense.
Blackballed and I'm the boss.
Most rappers weren't hustling. The people that were funding them were hustling.
I had to be able to protect your family at all costs.
So when my mother died is when I learned how to talk directly to women.
Your coach was like, oh, Damon don't fuck around. AJ famous initially is that he started to talk about drug dealing.
I don't need another man to defend my girl. You can take a punch.
Yo, it's another episode of Square Up, and I'm your host, Andre Berto. And look, here's Dame Dash. And if y'all don't know anything about him, go ahead and Google him and do your own research. As y'all can see, I tried.
Thank you.
There you go. Can you tell everybody what just happened before the interview? Tell everybody what just happened just before the interview, before we get into it.
You mean,
what just
happened? So
what just happened before we had the interview?
Do you want me to answer?
Go ahead.
So your wife and my wife were hanging out with the kids.
Gosh.
That's what happened. And then they did a rehearsal. They went bowling. They played till Dusko passed out. We're hearing Dusko Strikes. And then you came through. And then I got Jay gave me a haircut. He Spanish artist.
Okay.
We spoke about boxing.
Okay.
And then when I came outside, there was a server for a lawsuit from Josh Weber for $10 million for defamation in the Dash group.
And that type of stuff happens all the time. It's just a regular day.
Well, I say alleged because they're just so happy. These group of people have just continuously, allegedly, been collaborating and, to me, conspirating. For some reason, it takes someone to court all day. I don't really know the benefit from it. And pretend that they own things, allegedly, that they don't. I don't know what it is, but I've never seen a group of men so obsessed with a person, and it makes me uncomfortable because I think it's gay. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. Well, shit, Dave, I've known you for 20 plus years, but there's a lot that I don't know about you. I did a lot of research on you, so I want to try to get to the beginning of Damon Dash.
I feel like you've been around my family.
I've been around you. I'm talking about.
How long have I known you for?
How long has it been now? 20?
If it's 20 years, I don't.
22?
I mean, why would you need to research?
I'm talking about the upbringing. I'm talking about the upbringing of Damon Dash. I
want to know. 20 years, you never asked me about my upgrade?
Never.
Damn, you don't.
Never. I did research on it though.
You don't even care.
I did research. It's very surprising what I said.
I know about your upbringing.
Do you?
Yeah, I know your father used to make you run in front of a car when you were 7 years old. I know that. Yeah. I know that all your family fights. Your father was a fighter. I know you came from Winter Haven.
I used to talk about it all the time.
Pardon?
I used to talk about it all the time. I never really heard you speak about
it. I always talk.
Your upbringing from Harlem. I'm talking about the young Damon.
You don't know about my upbringing from
Young Damon.
I got it.
Young Damon.
I got it.
Young Damon. I'm asking you now. I want to tell you a little bit about your upbringing.
My mother died when I was 15, 16. I realized I had diabetes when I was around the same age. And then I realized that I had to be a man very early and take care of myself. And I was used to my mother taking care of me, but just before she died, I started selling drugs. So luckily, it's like a gift and a curse. I was able to be ready because the streets had me ready to be a man. And what I learned in that moment was that anything can happen at any time, and that your worst fears will happen if you think about them a lot. If you visualize a nightmare, it will realize itself, because I was always worried about my mother dying. So that was that.
So you put yourself in a position to make a lot of money.
It was decent money, but then when...
At 15, right?
Yeah. When my friends my age started killing, I put myself in boarding school because I had a scholarship from the boys club because I used to box. I didn't go because I was homesick, but when my mother died, I was like, fuck it, I might as well I didn't want her to work so hard. I felt like she died making sure I was, had the best of everything as it relates to education. So in honor of her, I had to remove myself from a situation that I knew didn't have longevity and that would compromise her legacy. So I put myself in boarding school.
But why was that? Why would you think that you...
Because I was going to kill somebody.
You were the cause of her...
She worked so hard. She devoted her life to me,
Yeah.
So, I became her life until the day she died. And she always made sure I was provided for. So when someone provides for you every day, it's very scary when they're not there. So number one, I was hurt, but then I was like, damn, who's going to take care of me now? So I had to take care of myself. And I looked forward to it. I was up for the challenge. I didn't like feel sorry for myself. I almost felt the advantage of being this young, having my own apartment and really being a man is what I was like embracing. And for some reason, that when my mother died is when I learned how to talk directly to women because I needed them to comfort me. So I remember I was in the elevator with an older girl that I liked, but she was older, Tutu's sister, and I just shot my shot and it worked. And I was like, damn, that shit worked. She didn't look at me like a little dude. And later in life, what I understood is that, you know, on a scientific level, when you say certain things, especially when you compliment a woman, it makes certain chemicals go like dopamine, and they automatically like you when they know that you like them.
I mean, so growing up, I read that you had this crew, the Best Out.
Yeah, the Best Out.
Young guys, it sounded like they was getting a lot of money at a very young age, and having fun, enjoying themselves, and just really just making fun of a lot of, you know what I mean, like a lot of the older cats that wasn't getting the money that they were getting. So tell me about your little crew that you had, you know what I mean, even back then.
Like I said, we was getting car money, decent money, trick money, but a collective, we looked like we had a lot of money.
Yeah.
But we were younger than everybody. And we just laughed at everybody because we just thought it wasn't cool to act tough. It was cool to get money.
And all you guys are from Harlem?
Yeah. We were all like younger guys. Like I was from 142nd. Even though I lived in 1199, I hustled on 142nd.
Yeah.
And that was where the lynch mob was. But I was cool with Lou Sims and all that because I used to hustle with them before the lynch mob.
Yeah.
So I never had to be scared of the lynch mob, where the rest of Harlem had to be, you know?
Yeah,
and the fact that I was actually from downtown and was able to hustle uptown was amazing to the rest of the world. But on each block, like, you know, Jay Black was Rich Porter's lieutenant.
Yeah.
And Steve Mack kind of ran for black people. He was the biggest pause thing on Broadway.
Yeah.
And so each of us were like the younger guys doing better than everyone else because of who we were connected to on our blocks. And we just sort of had this common ground of let's have fun, let's be fly. We're young, we get money. And also not trying to ever be tough, but always be thorough. More than anything, we laughed at each other a lot. That's all we do is snap.
That on.
And what happens there is when you can deal with like, you know, it was about 20 of us laughing at you all at the same time, the rest of the world will never bother you. So when I was trying, like after Rich got killed and a couple other things happened, I was like, I'm not hustling no more. I'm going to do the music. And they all laughed at me because the people that I was doing music with were not in the frame of mind of hustling. It was the Future Sound. They'll be here. Flashback will be here tomorrow. That was my first group.
I actually got seen the
Flyer.
Yeah.
He gonna do some old school shit, some soul music tomorrow.
Nice.
And you know, they wanted to hear Murder Kill. And when you see Murder Kill, you don't want to hear about it all day. So I used to listen to rock and roll, and I went to school down
there.
Always.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to I didn't listen to Kiss and BLS. I listened to Z100. I watched MTV because my mother was out a lot.
Yeah.
So I used to watch TV a lot in the house. So I watched MTV all day. And eventually when I got older, it would be like Ralph McDaniels. And that's, like, I didn't really get introduced to like real black shit until I got kicked out of every private school and I had no choice but to go to, I think the 8th grade. That was like my first black school. And that shit burnt me out. Word.
Wasn't it, who did you look up to growing up in your neighborhood, man? Or, you know what I mean? Like, who inspired this hustle in you? Because it seemed like from a young age, man, you just had this, you know, you just had this motivation to go get it. And, you know, of course, it comes from where we come from. A lot of times, you know, and most of the time, a lot of the hustlers around us, you know, inspire us to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Especially
whoever was winning in front of me, who was inspiring me. So yes, that's the reason why, like, right now I work with the OSG, which is principals, and I like to let the kids know that the principals have access to me because they're cool. Like, the principals got to be as cool as a drug dealer because you have to have the influence. Yeah. But when I was young, I was influenced by who had the most money, who had the most girls, who could fight the best, you know? Yeah. And when your father's not in your life, you know, the streets become your biggest influence. So I was influenced by who was winning in that moment. And a lot of kind of influences. Like, that's why I got a bald head. Like, even though now I'm older, but when I was young, when I had it, I cut my hair because when you're pretty or handsome, I was explaining this to my son today, you become a target. And it becomes feminine to worry about your looks. But what I noticed is the girls like all the ugly niggas because they like you, right? So they it's because of the confidence. So it's not, to me, it was like, if you're handsome and you act ugly, that should really be appealing. Because you got to be confident to be an ugly nigga and get girls.
Okay,
So I act ugly.
So you just think I'm just, you know,
I'm not thinking about you at all.
You just said it, though.
Yeah, I forgot what I said.
You guys, girls, you used to get all the girls, huh? Because, yeah.
I know that.
Come on now.
I mean, what I noticed is the girls like the guy that's getting the money. They like the boss. They like guys that dress well, that have good cars. But more than anything, they really like a man that'll listen. And also, they like a man that will give them security.
Yeah.
You know? So, and they like a man that takes pride in taking care of their children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always wanted to be the elements of what women like. Because I like women. I love women.
So I don't really want to go too much into the build-up story of the whole Roc-A-Fella situation.
There's so many other stories.
That's what I'm saying.
But you know, that I don't. 25.
I'm saying I don't want.
History.
Like I said, I don't want to go into that because I know.
I don't mind.
I don't want to go in. I mean.
Then why are you bringing it up?
Okay. We can go into it.
Why did you bring it up?
Because I found out some things.
I don't want to go into it.
Because I found out some things.
Because
I found out some things I didn't even know.
It's okay.
You know what I mean? Like
So just
like the fact that you and Biggs. I didn't know the fact that you guys, like I said, you guys met and you guys started off throwing parties all over Harlem.
So Bob Alab, God bless the dead, he was the first person in the Best Out that he was like that got killed, but it was way past my hustling days. He's in the car with me and paying the fool, and I'm like, Money Mitch.
Yeah.
So Bob Alab was down with us, and Biggs was Bob Alab's little brother. So Biggs was around because of Bob Alab.
Yeah, man.
Like, we didn't look at Biggs like getting money and none of that shit. He started getting money after I was out the game. And then I came back around and was like, how come Biggs is paying for so many dinners? Because what happens with my crew usually is one person pays for everything.
Yeah.
You know how that is, right? It's like somebody get the
somebody get the check, we got to get it off.
Sometimes, but I'll get it when it's like McDonald's, but I'll get it. But it's steakhouse, you can have it this time. So I noticed that he was taking the check a lot when I was around.
Yeah.
And I was like, how come with Biggs?
And the story goes, Damon, that you met Jay through Clark while you are managing another group called Original Flavor. That's my first time hearing that as well. You tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, you know, Clark really put me on in the music business.
Yeah.
I was, writing my book, so we were talking about that today. But, me and Clark had this deal where every time he signed an artist, because he was A&R at Atlantic or East West, I'd give him $5,000 or $10,000. I think it was $5,000. Because the deals were like $135,000, $175,000 at the time. I'm like 18, 19, so I got a record deal. Yeah, I did a lot of things very young that most people do by the time they get older.
Yeah.
So I got to get a lot of experiences early and understand things early and evolve early, like know what I like and don't like, which is why I think I was able to retire from the music business at 35. So I made a conscious choice to say, yo, I ain't gonna work my whole life and then only chill out when I'm old. I'm gonna do what I gotta do so I could chill out while I'm young. And retirement doesn't mean not be active. Retirement means you only do what you wanna do. That's retirement.
That's fair.
So I've only been doing what I wanna do I'm 54 now. So for the last like 20 years, I've been completely on my own time and loving life just because of all the work I did so early. So, Clark introduced me to the Original Flavor. He introduced me to so many people.
Oh, yeah.
But he's the one that told me about Jay. And we went over to Flash Gordon's house, and that's where I first met him. That is a producer in Brooklyn, Flash Gordon.
Yes, what you
remember that record? Boom. Inspector Gadget, boom, 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 boom. I think he had done that record. That was his claim to fame.
I'm saying, like, what did you see at Jay even at the time? Just try to build that relationship and push his first, single.
They signed everybody, but they wouldn't sign Jay. And I put Jay on an original Flavor record, Can I Get Open? And because Atlantic wasn't providing the opportunities that I thought that my groups deserved, because Dodds Effects had came out the same year and destroyed, so all the focus went to them, I had to create opportunities for my artists myself by creating tours and shows. And I put Jay on the record with the intention of showcasing him as well. And that became the big record. And he started to get the big response when he did that. You know what I mean?
Did Clark put you in that type of position to start doing tours and things of that nature? Because like I said,
nah, he took me around the country, but I kind of just understood I needed a booking agent, and I hired Chrissy Clifford.
Okay.
And we just were saturating or focusing on the colleges. I just always wanted motion.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what somebody's going for me. As long as I'm doing something, something's going to happen. So motion is important for me. And depending on someone for your motion is never an option for me.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's crazy. Well, I mean, I know that Jay, once he came out with that first LP, Reasonable Doubt, the story goes, of course, you guys tried to shop it and couldn't get no record deal at all. And, that's when you, Jay.
Nobody wanted to sign Jay. They thought he rapped too fast. He was old.
Really?
And that, because he was with Jazz and Jazz didn't do so well.
Yeah.
He had whack juice on him. So we just.
What do you think he got that from Jazz? That rap flow.
That fast rap?
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't, I would think so. They were like a crew.
Yeah.
Jazz had a record deal, so yeah. I mean, that wasn't what made Jay famous. That was why people didn't want to.
Yeah.
What made Jay famous initially is that he started to talk about drug dealing. And, I had passed him a pause, so we started getting a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Street. And so we talk about getting money, and we was really getting money.
Yeah.
And not many people were doing that. Most rappers weren't hustling. The people that were funding them were hustling.
Yeah. And at that time, that's when you, Biggs, and Jay said, okay, let's go ahead and do our thing.
There's a lot that comes with that.
There's a lot that comes with it.
Yeah. It didn't happen overnight. People think Roc-A-Fella happened overnight.
Yeah,
it took 10 years. Just like it's taken me 10 years to do this television network. Anything that's worth anything takes a while. And your faith has to be tested by God.
Yeah.
Because how else would God know if you don't deserve it if you don't have faith in God.
For sure.
So how would God know you have faith in him unless you're tested? Yeah. How else are you going to get tested? You can't call yourself a general unless you went to war. You can't call yourself a fighter unless you fought.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
So, God's been so good to me my whole entire life that I could never not think that everything that he puts in front of me is meant to make me better.
Yeah.
It's just, this vibration is meant for test every day for everybody. It's God is observing your behavior pattern and how you act. If you deserve to evolve, or do you deserve to have to, keep getting taught the same lesson?
Yeah.
And the lessons get worse every time you ignore it because God gets, frustrated. I know this because I get frustrated. I send an order or advice, and you can ask my son. I'll say it nicely first. But then, after the 10th time, I'm going to punch you in your chest.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it in a way that you hear me because it got to get done.
Yeah. Yeah, but at the time, to see you, Jay, and Biggs be a little crew and to be able to create something and to see that type of success, Dame. Now, we see that type of success,
So young.
So young definitely had to make you feel.
Had a ball.
Of course you had a ball. You tell us a little bit about those stories. 'Cause like I say, of course, we got a chance to sit back and see it. See a lot of it. And just seeing, everything from my couch and seeing it on TV.
Well, you saw it.
It was a different.
You tell me what you saw.
Yeah, but then again,
Listen, when I was promoting you.
Let's get into that. Let's get back in. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. I'm saying that.
Tell me how you saw.
I'm saying that.
What did you see?
I'm telling you. I'm saying that when it came to a lot of other labels, even back then, you see Puff doing this thing. You see Irvin Chris. You see a lot of other labels, moving and shit.
Wasn't a lot of others.
I mean, a few of them.
Few others.
But to be able to see the type of impact Roc-A-Fella had.
Has.
Of course, the music, but
Nigga, ask
brother,
the question. What the fuck's the question?
I'm saying, did you just ask me a question?
No.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
you
you
said,
were
what did
telling
it
me?
look like? Yes.
Oh, I thought you.
I'm
My intentions, man.
tell you what it looked like.
Yeah. What did you see?
I seen a real movement of brothers that really got along and really looks like they grew up with each other and really tried to make it happen.
Jay wasn't really around you that much.
No, he wasn't.
You just saw.
No, I'm talking about off. I'm just saying on.
But I'm
TV.
asking you what you saw. So you was at the office. You was in the car.
We gonna get to that, bro. I'm
talking-
talking to it anyway. Yeah, well, I mean, okay.
But I'm telling you I'm telling you how.
When I got there, what I seen.
Yo, you can't interrupt me if you're gonna
Go
fucking interview me. You're not gonna be Charlemagne because I'll punch you in the face. You feel me?
Charlemagne, one thing with me is
You'll get fucked up.
I'm smacking him. I ain't
Hey, yo,
let's do it.
you sound crazy.
Go ahead.
Don't say that.
Go ahead.
Anyway, what I'm saying is there's nothing more fun than realizing your potential young and having more money than everybody that's older than you. And being in an administrative position, not as an artist, but as a boss.
Yeah.
Number one, it's all I knew. It was my first time being young. As I look back, in the moment, it's just normal shit because it's all I know. I didn't just become Dame Dash after we sold records. I've always felt this way about myself. But I have a ball, and even now, it gets more fun. Because once you realize a dream, sometimes you realize that what you thought was a dream can be a nightmare because you don't know what comes with the dream.
Yeah.
So yes, at one point, my dream was to have a record label, and that's it. And now that would be a nightmare. To get signed was a drainer.
Yeah.
Once I got there, it was a nightmare. So that's why you have to really, really look at your dream to understand once it comes true, what comes with it. Yeah. So ultimately what happened is my dream became to raise a family, have my girl, not be bothered, and be able to be creative, be healthy, happy, live on the lake in hot weather every day. Even though it's cold right now, which is like irregular. But I'm glad that cold is irregular here. It's going to happen every now and again.
Yeah.
But it's usually summertime here all year round.
Yeah.
And we live on water.
Yeah.
Well, I do. Got to get on water.
I live on.
But anyway.
I got some water too. Go ahead.
Not like bottled water. I mean, you have to look at water when you wake up. Not a sink.
Go ahead.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
And like I said, you've seen how I've lived.
Yeah.
Every time you see me, how I'm living.
Yeah.
For so many years.
Yeah.
Even when it was Roc-A-Fella or not, I just feel like my houses was bigger after Roc-A-Fella.
Really?
I feel like I lived a better life.
Oh, you had houses everywhere back then.
Yeah.
I used to come to the office. You had a place in France. You had a place, of course, in Tribeca. You had a place in LA.
But it's different. So I have a ranch in Wyoming, a place in these. We got the same. The numbers the same. Yeah. It's just I didn't want to fly. I don't want to fly out the fucking. I had a crib in London because I was working and launching Rockwear in London, so it made more economic sense as opposed to renting out a hotel.
Yeah.
Because that's what I used to have to do because I wrote with a crew. I used to rent a boutique hotel out and spend $70 grand for the weekend when I could spend $40,000 for the month and have a crib. So I just think about collective economics and I do things smart. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, if I got 5, 6 people flying first class on British Airways because they all artists, it's cheaper really to fly with a jet because they $16,000 a seat.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the difference between now and then is I'm helping other men. Other people, I'm working on their careers. The last 20 years, I've just been able to work on myself and who I want to work with. I believe in me. I have more fun when I'm late than me waiting for someone else and them entitled because they're like, I'll come when I feel like it because you making money off me. Mm. Everyone is always upset about a manager making money off them. Mm-hmm. Artists hate to pay. But they blame you when they're not making no money.
Yeah.
It's a thankless job.
That's a fact.
So after being cognizant, like, yo, running behind another man all day, worried about if they're going to show up, what they want to wear, eat, riders, that's gay. I'm not doing it. Mm. I'll do that for my woman or my child. That's it. I'm not fighting more for another man than he fight for himself because that's not a man. And I'm not going to enable me or get the buckshot of anybody's lazy ass karma. Initially, I was exploiting them. I didn't want to hang out with Jake.
I mean, the artists.
Yeah, I was making money with people I didn't know. I was making money off of their talent. I was only there to make money off of.
But it looked like it was
I was young
brotherhood of.
It was a brother. It became when you also wait, hold on.
What?
When you like if you was in the Olympics, or I'm sure like when you've been on any kind of boxing team, there's a camaraderie and you get cool. You get locked up with a nigga that becomes your brother.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you spend time with people, they become your brother. But that wasn't the initial intent. My intent was to make money off of. You understand what I'm saying? And if your intent is to make money off, like I just don't think God likes it when you make money off music. If you exploit things that God creates.
Yeah.
So it was like, that's why I make my own music.
Yeah.
That's why I did partnerships. Once I found out, my first deal, I was a teenager, but when I understood, I got their publishing, it's a production deal. I literally, at a young age, gave it all back to them. And you could ask them. And then fired my lawyers. Like, how you let me rob these kids like that? I'm a kid.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, everything I did, I was a kid when I did it those days.
Yeah.
I'm a grown-ass man now. I was a kid back then, but I did grown-ass man shit to the extent that people are still butthurt 30 years later.
Yeah.
I know I made history. I fucking wore the whole world out until I felt like I didn't feel like it no more.
Man.
And did it on my own terms. That's why everybody's still mad.
Yeah.
I be like, yo, don't be mad. I did what I did. I'm out.
Yeah.
You know, like when I caught you and then I fell down to the floor?
Man, never.
I know when to stop.
Dan never.
I'm like, boom, I caught you. I ain't got to fight no more. Right? Did I not do that?
Dan never happened.
I didn't catch you?
That never happened.
I have the tape. I caught you, and then I fell out laughing because I didn't have to prove anything anymore.
Listen.
That's how I feel about music and all those things. I knock niggas out in the first minute of the round. No, I don't have to fight no more. You understand the logic?
Yeah.
You can
But at
relate.
the end of
You
the
can
day,
personally relate.
Listen, but at the end of the day, when you have some artists, and it's hard for me to hear you
They
say,
get on my nerves.
you know what I'm saying? But it's hard for me to say that, oh man, I was just trying to make money off of them. But when I see,
True.
when I see the
What else
passion,
was I there for?
when I see you had the passion,
I believed in
the
them.
passion that you had
Oh yeah,
to
initially.
go and attack for them and fight
that
for
was
them.
my job.
You know what I mean?
When niggas, listen.
But the
when
way
I-
you was
I'm
coming,
gonna tell you, listen. When I was in the street and I'm hustling and shit, if somebody came on and did anything with anybody that worked for me, I was responsible.
yeah,
Period. I took the job as boss. So I gave a commitment to fight for people. And they really trusted me with their career. So as an honorable man, I'm gonna go all out. That's just what a man does when he gives his word. I liked the music.
yeah.
I didn't like the people.
You like none of them?
Like, would I hang out with you?
Jay, Kanye, State Property, Chris and Neef,
I didn't hang out. I don't know.
Bleak, no?
Nah.
You hang out with none of them.
They weren't people I would hang out with as friends. Did you ever see me? When you saw me, who was I with?
I mean, when I
Women.
came around,
When you came around,
when I
you saw
came
me
around, it
with-
was almost
No.
separation
That's
time.
it wasn't never
yeah,
almost.
2004.
Bruh, what I'm telling you is that's how we was always moving. As soon as I got them on, I was out of there. I did not want to be around a bunch of niggas. Now you're not saying what you saw, and it's pissing me off.
No,
What did you see?
I'm going to get into what
You
we
saw a
I'ma
bunch
get
of
into it.
beautiful women around me.
Okay,
all the
listen, I'm
time.
gonna let everybody know. Listen, when I
Don't
came,
hate.
when I came,
You
to
didn't
see,
see me around a
when I
bunch of
came
niggas.
to see Dame in New York, I'm gonna give it to you. I seen it. Had a big box of Pro Club T-shirts. Every time he wanted to run downstairs, I see him take his shirt off and have to change his shirt. Brand new kicks, like 50 of them. He's laying across the joint. Every time he ran outside, came back upstairs, for some reason, he had to take the shoes off and put on a new pair. And he had, a lot of models, a lot of beautiful women around the office. And I can just tell that was that was your vibe, and that's what you like, and that's what kept you
So let
coming.
me ask you this.
What's that?
Remember when you came around trying to steal my chef?
Still your what?
My chef.
Oh, Lord.
Let me ask you, that was years later.
That was years later.
What did it look like in the house then?
What's that?
What did it look like in the house when you
It's
tried
all
to steal
women.
my chef? How
Okay,
many?
well, you not gay.
But
What's that mean?
no.
You know what I mean?
But was I? But my point
No,
is.
no.
My point
Of
is.
course.
Listen. My point is. Was I still in the music business?
No.
Niggas was still calling me broke, but you still saw me in a big house filled with beautiful women. Nothing changed.
Okay.
I never hung out with niggas. Now I have a family. I don't need. I like women. My
Well,
best friend's a lesbian.
I get it. A lot of people that work for me are women. That's why I like working with.
I want to be around dudes.
Okay. Well, tell me about.
It like very selective men that if they're like similar characteristics.
Yeah.
And they can, like I'm good with that because I know they're not going to ever feel. Because what happens with men is they start to feel insecure because their girls like me. You know what I'm talking about?
I've been dealing with it my whole life.
Me taking your girls?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, you have. But what I'm saying is, the resentment that comes in with the insecurities of men.
Of course.
And the girls like the boss. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Back there, love.
And I'm not like a corny boss. I'm like a cool boss. I'm usually like the dude that would be broke and just taking every rich nigga's girl. Because when I was young, I used to smash, I used to get all of the drug dealers' girls and shit. I took pride in not tricking. But I'm actually up, and I'm a cool nigga. Fly, could dance, could fight, could snap, intelligent.
You can still do the
I know who I am.
You still do the Dame dance?
Have you seen it?
Dame dance, you can still.
Yo, don't do that.
You can still do it?
Can I still do my own dance?
Yeah,
Can you still fight?
I'm just asking, bro.
And I'm just asking.
That's always gonna be the case.
We'll play some music, or we can get in the ring. We'll see who does what.
Well, we're gonna be able to do that.
Because I can fight. Can you do the
Dame
Dame Dash dance?
Huh?
I bet you can't.
I don't wanna-
You know what's funny?
And somebody else.
No one can nail that shit. It's
Nobody?
a rhythm. Have you up? Can you?
I'll always try to do it.
You try, but you be off.
How you do it?
Look, you almost got it. You gotta do the spin. Where the spin at? Nah, I don't do that kind of spin. You know my spin.
That's the spin.
Nah.
That's the spin.
You ain't do the spin.
That's what it is. That's not a spin.
You saw that one?
Spin.
My father has his own dance.
Yeah,
You just saw it. He punched in your face.
Go ahead,
Why?
show me something.
Hey, he's a smart ass. I'm fucking him up. Hey.
Hey, go ahead. Hey, listen. So, there's one thing I admired as well. After all the success from Roc-A-Fella, of course, you guys took the industry by storm.
Then I went and started Rachel.
Of course, as I'm saying,
company.
the first mindset was to pivot and diversify in a lot of other different areas. Why did you think that was so important?
It was logical. It's about verticals.
Yeah.
So one thing should stimulate 8 different businesses. I move in dimensions, and I'm good at a lot of things. So when I'm moving, at least 5 things have to be stimulated.
We'll go in.
So if you walk into this area, if you walk through, this whole family center, every place you walk, it's money being made. Whether it's food, liquor, whether it's games, whether it's bowling, we like the block to click.
Yeah.
In every corner, and you have to exploit every opportunity without compromise.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I don't do, I never would put all my eggs in one basket, because then you only dependent on that. And nothing stays without some degree of a problem forever. There's always problems with something. So while one thing's fucked up, the other's doing good. While the other's doing good, one thing's fucked up.
That's a fact.
So you got to have at least 8 things stimulated. So if one of the octopus legs is not doing well, you cut that shit off. It doesn't affect the head. And pause, another leg will grow back.
Yeah. Was Roc-A probably your most successful, transitioning into another different type of industry? Of course, you got to have a lot of different ones. You had pro kids.
It was the best. Yeah,
you had a lot of different.
It was one of the more profitable verticals.
Yeah.
It definitely made more money than the music.
Did it?
Yeah. Music didn't make no money. It costs too much money to sell music. You make money off the ancillary things in music. So you don't make money off the physical album. You get money off the show and the merch. And then the endorsements. But other than that, the record, the stream, that's not where you make money. That's why I started Rockwear, because they owned Rock. That's why I didn't call it Roc-A-Fella Records. Had I called it Roc-A-Fella Clothing, then I would have had to split it with Leo and them, with Universal.
Okay. Yeah.
So I called it Rockwear and told them to suck my dick. Pause. Is there any women here? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
I was like, laughing at them. Like, I'm going to use all the money. Roc-A-Fella became promotion for Rockwear. It became a commercial to me because we spent so much money on, and we were leveraged over there. There was no margin in the music. But I was like, I'll just use it as a commercial for the other brands.
Yeah.
So that's why I started making mad products because it's like, why are you going to be on TV or a reality show if you don't have products to sell? There's no reason to be famous if you don't have products to sell. What's the purpose of being famous if you have nothing to sell or unless you want to deliver a message that's going to evolve everybody?
Yeah. Roc-A-Wear. I definitely was wearing my Roc-A-Wear.
I gave you boxes of it.
You guys used to send me boxes
of it. You never had to.
Roc-A-Wear.
I put you on.
Boxes.
So you signed the contract, got you fresh.
Stop. Boxes stay property.
Right.
I used to flex outwards. I appreciate that, my man. Appreciate it.
So send something over.
I got you.
Send something over.
I got you after this one.
After which one what? After the next fight? It's going to be against me.
And listen, in the next...
Who you going to fight next?
Hey, we're going to get into this. In the next...
Who you going to fight next? Who you going to fight next? Who you think you can beat right now?
Hey, Cam, you got some work to do, my man.
You got some... How much more work, nigga, we been talking? How much... Oh, you gotta film the artist.
Yeah, we'll do all that.
All right.
But listen, the next vertical that you jumped in was boxing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know.
That put you on.
That Dame Dash was my first promoter after I got out of the Olympic Games.
Yeah, Dash Bella.
Dash Bella Promotions. I can see you had a love and a passion for boxing. What's that? Where did that come from for you?
Being rather handsome, I always felt like I was a target. And when I decided to sell drugs and found out when people didn't pay you had to, physically fight, I just felt like it made more sense to sophisticate my hands logically.
Yeah.
But then then when I started learning the art of it, I like that you have to pace yourself, butterflies, train, and it's only you and that person and the nigga in front of you is trying to kill you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people think it's a joke when we playing, but when someone really wants to fucking kill you and you tired, it's different.
That's a different situation.
It's a different situation in front of people.
Fact.
Walking, because usually fights are spontaneous, but like walking into a fight, like, I loved mastering butterflies, right? Because butterflies,
Say that again.
Mastering butterflies is that's why I'm never nervous because of boxing. Because in boxing, and you know this, I know me, even if I was getting in the ring with someone I knew I could beat, I still had butterflies.
Yeah.
And them shits used to make me way too tired, and I just did not like it. So I had to get in a position where I walked in the ring with no butterflies.
See, it just keep coming to
There's no butterflies.
Keep coming to a lot of people, they run away from it.
It can't, but I could. And once I got rid of the butterflies for fighting, it saved so much energy. I saw things so much clearer, and I was able to preserve my energy.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
I see it happen to a lot of guys, man.
Butterflies kill you.
They go into the gym, train a little bit. They go into the gym, train a little bit, and they hop in the ring and think they gonna spar.
No, right before you get in the ring, that's when the butterflies hit.
They get tired in 20 seconds. They can
before
punch the bag.
They
can punch the mitts all day for rounds. As soon as you got somebody in front of you, those butterflies go, and it's just so many other things you have to worry about.
Niggas don't know that when you miss somebody, how tired that makes you. Like, you swing and miss somebody, that's worse than landing. You'll be tired.
Yeah.
So I know the things that make me tired. I understand strategy, and all in real time. It's not a team sport. Yeah. It takes a team to get you conditioned, but when you in that ring, it's just you.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing you can do about it. Yeah. But again, like before getting in the ring, I remember those butterflies, but I had to get rid. I just like mastering certain things that make me uncomfortable.
You got it, man.
And feeling confident.
Yeah.
So boxing was important to me. I thought it was manly to know how to fight, to protect my woman.
Sure.
Who wants to get embarrassed in front of their girl?
Yeah, I believe that's the core essence of being a man. It goes back thousands of years.
I know how to protect
you gotta be able to protect your family at all costs.
So
it just, that just irks me to see men that just really don't know how to fight or don't even want to learn how.
Don't even want to learn how to protect your family.
It's crazy.
Like, it's your responsibility to keep your family safe, whether you want to or not. But you should want to. So, like, again, that's why I like Florida. You can keep your hammer on you. I'm security for my family. If nothing can happen to them on my watch, at all. I don't need another man to defend my girl.
because then my girl's gonna like that man. I'm the man that's gonna defend her. I don't do bodyguards unless, unless I don't trust another man to defend me over himself. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be like, when I had back then, my bodyguard used to have a gun for him and a gun for me. He had 3 guns. So I'd be like, yo, have one to pass me, because you need to protect yourself.
That's a fact. So what you thought the game was missing, man, that
Integrity.
When you got into the game, what type of value you feel like you
Niggas
bring
was
to the
corny.
boxing game?
Everybody was dead.
Yeah.
Too many heterosexual men, or too many gay men pretending they're heterosexual.
I mean, in the boxing game.
Oh, the boxing game?
Yeah, I was talking about the boxing game. What did you think?
I didn't like...
What did you think that the fight game was lacking when you got involved? Like, what made you really want to get involved, and what you thought that you were able to bring value-wise?
Anything that I like, again, a venue. You saw what I did with y'all. I had, I was doing verticals.
Oh, yeah.
So automatically it was like events.
Yeah.
I thought music should be involved, fashion should be involved. I wanted to sponsor the ring. I wanted to make the uniforms. I would put y'all on the television shows. Yeah. What I was doing was leveraging everyone's celebrity. Yeah. So if the music's doing well and I want to, that's probably one of the reasons why y'all moved so fast, because y'all were famous quick.
Yeah.
Because y'all were in front of a camera. Y'all was sharing a camera with people that had a lot of people looking at them.
Yeah.
So even now, I got 1.3 million followers. So any one of my friends, I'd be like, yo, just promote it on my 1.3 million followers.
Yeah.
So my block's clicking, and put your work on it.
Yeah.
So my point was to share the celebrity and leverage it.
Yeah.
So everyone could move together and also practice collective economics.
Yeah.
So y'all coming to the basketball games because we had Team Roc. The artists is coming to the boxing matches. Y'all going to the movies. Yeah. Everything was a collective and still is. Yeah. I just don't be wanting to be around a bunch of niggas. And I'm telling you, I do not have the desire to be around a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, I think back then, of course, I think I met you through Winky back then.
Yeah, Winky's my man.
And after the games, ended up signing with you guys, you and Lou.
Yeah.
And we started at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Yep.
We had the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Cracking.
We had the Hammerstein Ballroom.
I was coming in on my shit with the suit.
Yeah, your little shit on.
I was fronting. I was playing a character. I'm watching Don King my whole life. I'm like, nah, I'm Dame Dash. Like, one day I want to be a fashion mogul. One day I want to be a promoter, a boxing promoter. When I was young, I wanted to be a gangster. I did it all. So now it's just different characters in different movies that I get to play.
Yeah.
Now I'm a rock star. I'm in a band. I do all that shit.
Yeah, but the life we was living back then was crazy, right? Like, we would go fight at the Hammerstein Ballroom. Of course, Chris and Irv, they had, J-Don and Curtis.
They were with J-Don and Curtis.
And I think with me and Gary was with you.
No, J-Don and Curtis was with us too.
They were?
Yeah, they just was there. They might have managed with the promoters.
Okay, they were
Me and DeBella were the promoters.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember, of course, during the fights, we have these cameramen on us, but as soon as these guys hopped out the ring from them knocking whoever they was dealing with out, they'll throw the meat coats on him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, we'll, just go right up the street to go to Cipriani's to eat. They'll open it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Remember that?
They'll open up Cipriani's. We eating 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Downtown, right uptown.
Curtis and J-Don, they're on a private jet to Vegas, going to the Bellagio with Chris. Like, that life back then, even that early at the Hammerstein, how we was moving back then was...
it's more exciting when you're young, but we still do it, but I just do it with my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just do it. It's with my girl.
Yeah.
It's with my sons, with my kids. Like, the Big Willie shit now is just for my family. There was a time you wanted everyone to see it.
Of course. And
you did it for everyone else's benefit. But, like, once you got a family, that's all that matters, man. Yeah. Nothing else matters. Like, I don't understand how when I see people outside every day on red carpets, I just think they must have a loan. Because who the fuck wants to go outside every day and you got a beautiful family at home?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to just sit in the sun on the dock and just chill? And that's what my kids do. We just be chilling. I'm loving my life.
I definitely learned from you guys, being around you guys, during that time was marketing. Even back then. you know, every time that you guys had an artist you guys were breaking or artists that were trying to get a buzz, I would see street teams out. And they would have like these big signs, or I see like cars pull up, you know, passing out these mixtapes just to get these guys, you know what I mean, like buzzing. So I remember seeing that, and I remember after, you know, say like my first 10 or 15 fights, I was sitting here in Winter Haven. I got them on a tape, and
Nigga,
and I
you was
listen.
in L.A. running around with Chris
Listen,
Brown
what-
buying Rolls Royces.
Yes, I was, but still, listen what I
Like,
did.
what the fuck are you doing?
Eddie. Listen,
You should have bought
I
this.
got my
L.A.
I got
whack
my
now, right? You invested in whack juice. Pause.
listen, man.
What?
I got
Now
my
you're
first,
back home, though.
I got my first 15
Welcome home.
fights. I got
Welcome
my first
back home.
15 fights.
You're welcome.
I got my first 15 fights.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a guy to press them all out, to edit it up just to have all highlights. And I got local.
I told
and
you to do that.
And I got local rappers from here to make songs and put on it.
When?
This was like, I think
Where's
like,
that?
I was like 10 to 15
I
fights.
see it. Where's
I
that?
still got one. I bring
Where's
one.
that? Where's that?
It's at the house. I bring it.
It's at the house, isn't it digital? Was it on a VHS
It's
tape?
DVD. It's DVD from back then. So I did that. And I pressed out probably like 1,000 of them, and I bought a van. I wrapped my face with this van, and all my social media handles.
You wanted to scare people?
All my social media handles. I packed it with my homeboys.
Put your big face on the van.
Went everywhere. They went everywhere. Atlanta, Miami, LA, every barbershop. You know what I mean? Every situation they would pass these things. Listen, I'm outside in front of clubs. In 6 months, man, I'm talking about my name was buzzing out in the streets. Crazy.
Yeah.
Buzzing crazy.
I remember when you brought that stupid ass fucking money manager, whoever that was.
Oh,
You were
y'all
trying
got
to-
an argument. They got no. You got
You were
no
trying to
argument.
convince
To
me
be honest.
that you want to sell $5 sneakers.
No.
I told you don't put your
No.
name on the $5
It was
sneakers.
it was Stefan.
Yeah, you wanted to sell Stefan. You was going to put your name on the $5
I was
sneakers.
gonna put my name on it. One thing
But
he
you
wanted me
was-
to invest into. it.
Yeah, and you are. And what
I
happened?
wanted to
Did I
invest
save you
into
or not? But you argued with me.
I ain't argue with you. He
You
argued
let
with
that stupid ass nigga
you.
argue.
Ciprianos all night.
But was I wrong or right?
I mean, that's their business.
Was I wrong or right?
That was their business.
What you mean it's their business? You was
Yeah, because I didn't invest in it.
because I was telling. Don't try to play my man. Fuck is you doing?
All right, listen, man.
Trying to talk some bullshit to my man. I protect you. I've been protecting you for a while.
I appreciate it.
Go ahead.
If you're a fighter right now,
Right.
marketing wise,
The more famous.
with
you don't
social
even have to-
with social media,
Right.
how would you market yourself right now if you were a fighter?
I win. The
Huh?
best marketing in fighting is knocking niggas out. If you can't fight, then you got to do the marketing. But if you can be famous, but to me, if you're a boxer, you should be focused on boxing. You know what I mean? And, you know, you just have to have, again, the vertical set up to leverage the moment. You know, right now, like Jake Paul, he's not a good boxer, but he's famous. So good boxers will fight him for money.
Of course.
So what I know about boxing, it's all about being a good promoter. How many people, it don't matter how many wins you got, if you can get people to watch. But my point is, Aiden Ross,
Speed,
me,
speed,
Dash,
ice,
Dash.
speed.
But you was with Speed and all
Yeah.
that? Yeah. So those guys are famous. They can't fight. They
Yeah.
fight when they train better than the average
But you
person.
don't
Let me
think-
finish. Let me
right,
finish.
right.
But because they're famous, people will pay to see them fight. Right? So Aiden Ross, boxing. Jake Paul, boxing. That dude in London with the big forehead, no disrespect to him. KSI, whatever.
Okay.
Boxing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm seeing niggas like again, I ain't disrespecting them, but the dude that beat Andrew Tate,
That was terrible.
I
That was terrible.
can't even, he don't have the art. And
That was terrible.
but the point is people pay to look at
That
it.
was terrible.
So my point is, even if you can't fight,
Do you think he destroyed his brand with that?
huh?
You think he
Who?
destroyed his brand with that?
Tate?
That was bad.
I think the way he embraced his loss, that he's gonna be all right. Like, cause a lot of niggas just won't fight. He didn't punk out. He just didn't win. So I don't knock a nigga for losing.
Yeah.
I knock a nigga for punking out. So he stood his ground. He's an old man. but he be popping it. You just can't pop it like that no more. But I think in his brain he was confident that he could win.
Yeah.
And he went out on his shield. I just don't think, he's as good as he once was. I thought he would have been better because at one time he was a professional. So, but the point is the dude he fought. Now that guy,
that's what
terrible.
it is.
He doesn't have any form. Can you beat any of those guys? Would you fight?
I thought you could have beat dude.
You didn't. You were 100%. I could definitely.
I thought
beat
you
him.
probably could have beat dude.
I could beat you.
That was bad.
Pause.
That was bad.
Of course I could beat him. I'm like a professional. But let me ask you this. Could you beat Ryan Garcia? Because he's like a streamer that fights.
Of course.
You can't beat him.
But you don't think...
Can you beat Ryan
But
Garcia?
do you not think that type of marketing is great right now,
If you could fight.
for your brand?
If you could.
I
don't think that type of... I told you, if you're a fighter, you ain't doing all that. It's just like a rapper that's doing well is not going to start a podcast. Like, when you start a podcast, it's like, that means everything's over.
But you can be good as a fighter and still market yourself a certain type of way. That's just good. No, I'm just saying that can just take you to another level.
Give me an example of I'm not saying marketing, I'm just saying streaming.
No, I'm not.
Oh, marketing, yeah. If you're marketing, you have to leverage the moment. Like I said, you have to have the ancillary things ready. So have the clothing line ready, have the book ready, have the docu-series ready, have your biopic ready, and have your investments in your real estate ready, have your charities ready. You got to be ready. Have your verticals ready to be stimulated, but you have to have good taste.
Yeah.
So, it's a transparent world in this moment, and people want to see who you are in every dimension. Auditory, if you're smart, if you can dress, your music palette, your art palette, everything. And that's what I do. I showcase that I'm ill and I got good taste. I got art galleries. What niggas you know with art galleries? Name one. I'm the best that ever did it. You never knew a nigga with an art gallery. I've had them all around the world. Everything these kids are doing, how long ago did you see me with these studios and talking about streaming services and everything else that people are doing now? I've been doing that shit. You feel me? Yeah. So a lot of what I had, I was like, I think that these things are logical to happen from the boxing. Now everybody boxing. Yeah. Everybody's a promoter, but I did that. From the label to the music to the NFTs to what I'm doing now. I'm always so far ahead of the game that I got to smoke weed to wait for people to catch up. And it's cool. It's not, the person that's the first doesn't make the most money.
Yeah.
And you got to understand that. And I'm always the first because I just think ahead and I'm not scared. I'll get in the ring with a welterweight champion and knock them the fuck out.
You're just saying that. I heard there was a video on the internet floating around of us sparring. Can you tell everybody what really happened?
What you saw?
Huh?
You tried to steal my chef. I can show the video before that. I'm like, don't try to say you. I got the video. Don't try to say you took it easy. Don't be scared. Get the fuck in that ring and let's fight. In my brain, you too little. And I know you dropped.
What happened though?
I punched you in your mouth.
What happened though?
I made your eyes water.
Huh?
I made your eyes water.
All right.
Your coach was like, oh, Damon don't fuck around. And everybody in there said, ooh, they couldn't believe I was that good at fighting. And then I got tired. But I told you I was going to get tired. I said, I'm going to fuck you up real quick. Once I punch you in the face, I quit. And that's what happened.
That's what happened?
Is it not?
Do you think that Roc-A-Fella was your greatest accomplishment?
Nah, my children are my greatest accomplishment. My legacy is my greatest accomplishment. I did Roc-A-Fella. Bro, if Roc-A-Fella was my greatest accomplishment, I did that shit in 2005. And you think I ain't done shit in 20 years? Rachel Roy is my greatest accomplishment. I had way more fun with DD-172 than Roc-A-Fella. But what I'm doing now is my greatest accomplishment. Raising my child, coaching his team. I got my family here. They come in, living this life, not feeling stressed about, I don't even want to be around nobody. I love this shit.
Yeah.
I almost want to keep it a hidden secret. We came in for investment.
Yeah.
And ended up staying. Like, nah, this shit fly. No one bothers us. Weather's good. Niggas got money around. Everyone's cool. I like it, man. And I'm starting to see that, like, there's some really interesting people around here.
Yeah.
Unsuspected. There's a lot of history. I don't know how you lived in a lotto ticket.
I had to go.
You lived in a lotto ticket.
Bro,
That's
I would.
ridiculous.
Listen,
It's funny
like
how God gives
no, I'm
you
saying,
things.
like you said,
The
hey,
things that are priceless cost nothing.
you're here now.
Yeah.
Back then, to be honest, you know, all the stuff you see was straight orange groves.
I came back before.
It was all orange groves.
I
back
know.
then.
That's how everyone got money. All the
Straight
orange groves.
Okay, cool.
So why
okay,
you
you
so orange
You
groves?
see a young kid, how the hell I know what I'm looking at?
Yo, you want to listen to some music?
Huh?
You want to listen to some music?
We almost finished.
Hurry up, man.
What's your biggest mistake, you know, personally and business-wise, you believe?
I did too much to say I made any mistakes. You know, mistakes. When you do something for the first time, you never do it right. It's when you do it 2 or 3 times the same way. That's a mistake.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes insanity. I think I've changed and pivoted so much. I mean, again, I'll never stop helping people, no matter how bad people treat me. And that's the test. So I can't say it's a mistake to trust people. You know, I think for my age, I just can't see that I made any mistakes, really, based on everything I've done. If everything I've done and every mistake supposed meant that I got here, then how could it be a mistake? It's exactly what I want.
Do you think
it might not be what people want for me, but it's what I want for myself.
And do you think you misunderstood?
Yeah,
Right.
I know I'm misunderstood. I'm too smart. Yeah, I'm brilliant.
Cause we can see you fight a lot of guys for a lot of
That's
years.
what a fucking general does.
The Leo Cohens,
Right.
the Kevin Lyles.
Yo, you know what happens? Listen,
Steve
you know what
Scott.
happens in war when you lose?
What's that?
You're done. We've been banging. All
Yeah,
them
for
and
years.
pause. All they friends been trying me for years.
For years.
It's been me versus them. And how many years a niggas been trying to push the narrative that I'm broke? 20? How you know niggas been broke for 20 straight years and people still talk about it like it's a surprise?
But do you think just because of that,
I don't care.
Or do you believe that you've been blackballed a little bit
How
to a
can I be
sense?
blackballed and I'm the boss? How you blackball the boss? How you going? If I make a record, I put it out. Nobody stops me. How you blackballing me? I never got hired. I'm blackballed from being hired, but they're blackballed from being hired by me. I blackballed them. What the fuck you mean? I don't want to be in that industry. You think I want to fucking be around those clowns? You saw what I did. I cut them niggas up. I never liked the fact that they bullied and took advantage of my culture, so I tortured them for y'all.
Definitely.
You saw I get down. So I never acted like I wanted to beat it. Them niggas was clowns to me. I'm like, yo, this is my block. Took it and then gave, like, here, take it. I'm out. I'm going to take over bigger blocks.
Let's talk about some. Let's talk about something happy, man.
Told you about that.
Let's talk about Rocky.
You saw those hands, right?
They ain't doing nothing. Let's talk about Rocky.
Yeah,
She's
my saint.
You know, she's been.
my everything.
Yeah, I mean, she's been holding you down.
Holding me
through,
down.
Through any situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Wifey does.
she's definitely been your queen, man.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Tell us about that. Like,
15 years.
yeah, tell about
And even,
Rocky.
You know, I felt like Aaliyah sent her. There's a lot of qualities that she has that are very similar to Aaliyah's. And she's Spanish, and I love Spanish women. But she's good at art and cooking and all the things you want your girl to be good at, and she loves me. You know, and she's the only one that challenges me. She's the only one that makes me mad. She's the only person's feelings I really care about other than my children.
Yeah.
And I love being around her. I found my best friend.
Yeah.
And she lets me be who I am. You know, she's good money.
And one thing you used to always say all the time is hustle for your last name, never your first. So it just lets me know, you know what I mean, how important your kids are to
You see, I'm trying to teach my son.
I see him
like,
everywhere.
yo, you got to run this shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this shit on my own.
Yeah,
No more. You're not a kid no more.
Yeah.
Man up, take this shit over, get all the girls.
That's it.
Make me a grandchild.
You know what I mean? How you want?
I'm waiting to be a grandfather, man. I'm the coolest grandfather. Fucking first son is 30-something years old, man. I'm like, I want to be a grandfather.
How you want Dame Dash's legacy to be remembered, man? So we can
As a
wrap this up.
fucking warrior, as a Moor, you know, Hannibal, running around taking shit with elephants and all that. You know who Hannibal was?
Yeah.
You don't know.
I'll tell you later.
Be vicious like
That was, you know, there was a time when black people ran the world, Moors.
Yeah.
And what happened when the Romans just tried to erase our history, they protected themselves by pretending to be religion. You know?
Yeah.
So that's their legacy didn't die. They just turned into religion to be sneaky. But, you know, when you take over a culture, you erase all their history so they forget who they are. But I know who I am. I'm a warrior. I'm a conqueror. I don't want to be known for being famous. I want to be known for fighting, which I am.
Yeah. You've definitely been fighting for a long time. I mean, so
It's always going to be, I'm always going to find something to fight for because I want to take things over. It's a lot of evolution for us that needs to change and a lot of verticals for us as a culture. So, you know, fighting was when I was younger and, you know, worried about jail and getting killed. This shit is a cakewalk.
Yeah.
Shit ain't about nothing.
Last question, bro.
The new network. I got my television network.
Put it out there.
New network. I'm going to put you on. My wife and your wife, they're going to do a little show.
Do a little show.
And you'll be on there too. You should be. I always let you, I'll let you live. My man, I always put you on. And, you know, we got the music. I wanted to play I want you to check some music out.
We're going to do that.
You know, Booster, Nicolette, and Jay, Spanish, white, and black. All flavors. And then I got my album, you know, my rock band, the Black Guns. And then Petey Crack, I played Petey Crack's album for you. I'm about to put that one out with his label. I'm going to distribute it. And I just gave 139th Street a network deal.
Okay.
The 139th Street network. So I get network deals now, not show deals. And I'm, you know, shoot movies and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I distribute fast channels as well. I'm like, the technology I have is the ad tech, the CPMs, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Data. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm on a different type of time.
Yeah.
But you'll see. But anything I do, I'm going to include you. I like your family. You could do it. You could take a punch.
Appreciate
You know what I mean?
your goddamn. All right, man. Let's go ahead.
Go to music.
Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Music.
Dame Dash.
Music.
It's a wrap. We up out of here. Stressing me out. Now let's go ahead and listen to this music. We out of here.
I had to read.